Do you worry about liquidity in the markets?
I do worry about liquidity. I think one of the things that we can see changing, partly with the geopolitical situation, where you can see trade wars putting a lot of friction in the movement of trade around the world, right down to share listing spats between the EU and Switzerland and the UK. What you're seeing is a fragmentation of capital markets. So we're no longer in a world where the kind of prime motivation of those involved in markets, the political will, if you like, to create more and more frictionless flow of capital around the system. We're definitely seeing fragmentation of markets as a political weapon. And that does bother me, because I think that introduces additional stresses into the system in a way that we've not had to consider for really quite a long time. And so with that fragmentation of capital markets, and we know particularly in European markets, capital markets are not deep in any case. In Europe, we do have a banking system that has not been effective in terms of transmission of loose monetary policy through to the real economy anyway. So when you put that together, I'm worried that there is more of a liquidity strain in capital markets globally than we're all currently live to. And I think we need to really continue to work politically to push for that continued free flow of capital around the system, in order to make sure that we don't end up with the sort of hiatus which then tips you into a counterparty event, which then tips you into something which begins to feel like a more systemic financial issue around the world. And I think we're perhaps more uncomfortably close to that than most of us in this room would like to be.